CQ. This is the 575 GMRS repeater net located in Floyd Knobs, Indiana. This net meets every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. on the 462.575 or 462.600 repeater. All licensed GMRS are welcome to check in. The net manager is Andy WRTP577. Call for stations using the first number after the letters in your call. Please give your call slowly and phonetically in your name and location. This is a directed net. Please transmit only as directed by net control. Your net control for this evening is WRTP577. My name is Andy and I'm located in Oklahoma. I would like to welcome everybody to the net this evening. If anyone should have an emergency situation during the net, give us a double break and we'll give you our immediate attention. A couple announcements I have. I know we've got a gentleman who was on the Facebook page and he was looking for some help programming a Motorola. I know there's a couple guys that are pretty versed with that, so maybe y'all could get with him and check that out. And I'm glad to be back doing this, and I had to take a couple weeks off. I had some stuff to do, so is there any other announcements? All right, let's get it started. I'm going to call for mobile stations that are out and about and driving around. Do we have any?
Fading pretty deep there, Andy.
I didn't hear you there. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said, this Brock, you're fading pretty deep. We're going to have to get you fixed up.
All right, can anybody hear me?
PH266 up in Palmyra hears you, Indiana, A614.
Yeah. We had a couple doubles there. So I'm going to call for mobile stations if you can't hear me, and then John, are you out there? 949 WRKH.
I am here.
All right, so I'm going to call for mobile stations, and then if we'll also have you call for mobile stations. We'll kind of do like a relay deal here and see what we can come up with. So you want to try? I've called twice. You want to call for mobile stations?
We'll be calling for all mobile stations. All mobile stations. Go ahead.
All right. Well, we're not hearing anything there. Oh yeah, I forgot to announce it. We'll do Zello kind of the way we did it the last couple weeks. Chris is going to do that. So if you're on Zello, we're going to announce. We'll call for them. And they're not short. Well, you may be short time stations, but if you're on Zello, please wait. So I'm going to call for short time stations. Anybody just wanting to get on the list?
At WRPH266, John in Palmyra, Indiana. Net control.
89. Name is Glenn. I'm in Middletown, Kentucky. Good evening, everyone.
WRCJ614, Danny in Hikes Point area.
WRVJ360, Apollo, Clarksville, Indiana.
And KK4CZ. I'm on Zello because that's all I got. I don't have a radio for this frequency. And we'll get you fixed up, Andy. We'll get you an antenna or something going on later on. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna get caught up here real quick. I have WRPH266, John in Palmyra. I have WRVJ360, Apollo. miss Glenn in Middletown and Danny in Heights Point. I missed your call sign. So, and I got WQID 228 on Zillow. Glenn, can I get your call sign?
Yes, sir. It's WQVL589, Whiskey, Quebec, Victor, Lima, 589, out of Middletown, Kentucky. Good evening.
All right, WQVL 589, I got you down. Danny, Heights Point, can I get your call sign?
Yeah, Whiskey Romeo Charlie Juliet 614, or We Really Crave Jalapenos 614. Either way.
All right, We Really Crave Jalapenos 614. We got you down. Thanks, sir. All right, short time stations. Calling for short time stations.
Net control. Net control. Please recognize Whiskey Romeo Delta India 358 WRDI 358. Name here is Eric, Echo Romeo India Kilo. I am located in Greenville, Indiana, and I'll be in and out. Back to net control.
This is.
C8, I got you down on the list. Want to say we appreciate you opening up your machine to us and letting us use it. So, just wanted to say that. Got you in and out. Short time stations. I'm gonna call out one more time, and then 949. If you could try it, we'll see what happens.
This is Whiskey Romeo Uniform Kilo 388 WRUK 388. Sean in South Louisville. Short time. Thanks, Andy.
This is WRKE 982 Whiskey Romeo Juliet.
Is that Whiskey Romeo Juliet Echo 982?
He confirmed that.
And we got you down, Sean, WRUK 388. All right, John, you want to try it and see if you can make any difference?
I'm going to go ahead and call one more time for short time check-ins. One more time. Go ahead, please.
Recognize WRVL 813 Whiskey Romeo Victor Lima 813 in Goshen. Name is Jeremy. Good evening, Andy. Good evening, Ned. Back to you, net control.
All right, WRVL 813, Jeremy in Goshen. We got you down, in and out. Didn't hear anything else. I'm going to go ahead and see 240 if you're out there, if you want to drive the Zillow bus and check on that.
Yeah, sure thing, Andy. So I'll go down the list here. If you're logged into Zello, I'm going to call you. Come back in. If you've got no comments for us, just let me know in and out. If you'd like to take your comment time then. I just saw Jeff Rowe sign into Zello, so we'll try to keep them relatively short. First on the list, WRTH 596. WRTH 596.
WRBC 693, Stephen in J-Town at work. No comment tonight.
All right, I've got you, Stephen. Next on the list is WRCJ 614. Yes, sir. Come down here just in time. WRC 614. Good evening to everybody. I guess the rumors have always aren't true yet. According to the weather, true. We just rain over. Just we'll turn it back. Somebody else say something a little more important. WRCJ15, thanks.
Alright, 614, you broke up a little on my end, but I've got you checked in for the night. Next on my list here looks like WRFN322. One more call, WRFN322. No answer, we'll move down the list. WQWU443.
WQWU443, first time check-in, Kevin. We're located in New Jersey, over.
Yes, sir, I've got you. Thanks for joining us all the way from New Jersey. Move on down the list, WRPU937.
WRPU937 here. This is Daniel, checking in from out here in Waddy, Kentucky.
All right, I've got you, Daniel. You got any comments for us this evening?
No, sir. No, sir. I'll be in and out.
All right, thanks, Daniel. Next on the list, WRCQ487. WRCQ487. All right, no answer on 487. WRKZ517.
KZ517, Jim. No comment, in and out.
All right, thanks, Jim. I got you. WRUT597.
WRVT597, Ricky from Shepherdsville, in and out.
Yeah, I got you, Ricky. Sorry, I think I told you last week, too. I've got terrible handwriting. Let's jump down. WRWE479. One more call. WRWE479 on the Zillow box. That was you trying to make it on the radio. You didn't quite make the trip. I'll jump back down. If you want to jump in with the end on Zello, you can. WROI909.
ROI 909, no comment. First time on, appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir. I've got you checked in. WRUT, that might be a double. Yep, it is. Any other Zello check-ins that didn't get called? Go ahead. If I missed any Zello check-ins.
This is Brock, WQYD228. I'd like a recheck.
Alright, Brock, I got you down there. Last call, we'll give it back to Andy. Any other Zello check-ins that didn't get called?
WRU W632.
Alright, 632, I've got you. Any other Zello check-ins? Andy, that sounds like all for me. If you want to check me in, WRKJ240. I'm going to jump to the side. I got to get a couple things knocked out. I'll try to make it back in towards the end. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, WRKJ240. Mr. Chris, we appreciate all your Zello check-ins, all the stuff you do. We also appreciate Brock getting that lined up for us and keeping up with it. I think it's kind of a big headache for him, so we appreciate it. All right, I'm going to start regular roll call. So we're going to call for stations 0 through 3. Any stations 0 through 3 out there wishing to check in?
This is WRKZ 238, Whiskey Romeo Kilo Zulu 238, Stephen out here in Mount Washington.
All right, Mr. Stephen, WRKZ 238, we got you down. 0 through 3, calling for station 0 through 3. I'm going to call, and if I don't hear anything, John, can you try to call out, make sure you don't catch anything that I missed?
All right, we're calling 0 through 3. This is WRKH 949 for station ID. We're calling 0 through 3, I believe.
All right. 0 through 6, calling for stations 0 through 6 on the 575 GMRS repeater net. So 0 through 6.
Net control, do you recognize WRKB490? Samuel here from Floyd Knobs, Indiana, and Highlander Point.
WRCJ614 for recheck. Danny and Hikes Point.
Net control. WRTP577, Patrick from the Mount Washington, Kentucky, on a cookie sheet.
All right, I've got WRKB, I think, Samuel and Floyd Knobs. And we'll come back around and get some comments from you here in just a little bit. I've got a recheck for WRCJ 614, Mr. Danny and Hikes Point. And I've got the WRTP 444, Mr. Patrick from the Mount Washington, Kentucky, on the cookie sheet. Any other station 0 through 6 out there?
This is WRPM98, West St. Matthews, short time.
Net control. This is Whiskey Romeo Charlie Whiskey 281. Name is Ralph. I'm in Henryville, Indiana, and I'm going to be in and out.
right, we got you down on the list, Mr. West in St. Matthews. I've got you down, Mr. Ralph, in and out, WRCW 281. Calling for stations 0 through 6. 0 through 6. Come on, get checked in.
Net control. WRVH 241, Whiskey River Victor Hotel 241, Dennis, South Louisville.
All right, WRVH 241, Mr. Dennis in South Louisville. Glad to hear you in there. We'll come back and get some comments from you here in just a little bit. All right, I'm going to open it up. Regular roll call 0 through 9. Any stations out there 0 through 9? Anybody wanting to get checked in, get on the list? Let's get you down 0 through 9.
Net control. This is Whiskey Romeo Victor Tango 893, Wheel in Hillview, Kentucky. No comment.
We got you down on the list. 0 through 9.
WRJL 329, Hillview, Kentucky. This is Tim, first timer.
All right, WRJL 329. We got you down on the list, Mr. First Timer. We'll be right back to you and get some comments here in just a few minutes. All right, 0 through 9 is calling for all states. Anybody wanting to get checked in on the list? Zillow, short time, long time, all time, we're here for it. So let's get you down on the list, 0 through 9.
Whiskey Romeo Echo India 904. Jeff in Henry County.
All right, we got you down on the list. Pro Bodine, Whiskey Romeo Echo India 904. Calling for 0 through 9 stations. Anybody out there 0 through 9? Let's get them on the list. Check it out and see if you can pick anything up. Let's head back up here to the top. Let's pick up some comments and then we'll do a last call. WRKZ 238, Mr. Stephen in Mount Washington. How are you tonight, sir?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thanks for picking me up there, Andy. Doing a great job on the net there, and great to hear everybody tonight. First time I've been able to check in on the .600 here, so glad to get in there. Not sure how I'm getting in from Mount Washington. When I clear up here, maybe you can give me a signal report there. But just good to hear everybody, man. Friday Junior, getting through the work week, so I don't know a whole lot here. That's about it. Playing some GMRS radio tonight, so happy to do it. 7-3 to all, and I'll go ahead and kick it back to net control. KO4, nope, WRKZ 238.
We got you down, KO4NOR and WRKZ 238. Now you're coming in full quiet over here to me, so you're doing great getting out of Mount Washington. Olivia wanted me to tell you that she's going to start using Friday Junior, so you've started something over here at my house. So we're going to go ahead and clear with KO4NOI main, WRKZ 238. Going to move down to Mr. Samuel, WRKB 490. Mr. Samuel, how are you today, sir?
Neck control, Andy. Everything's going great so far. Made it in today on time. Made it home and from work and stuff. The only announcement I got is the 5.5 repeater. It's gonna be low profile. Will be hopefully back up in a couple weeks or so. So make sure everybody still got those programmed in, and then that'll be kind of like a backup repeater or short repeater. It won't go it's not like tremendous far mobiles. It'll do all right. And yeah, that's about it. So don't deprogram it yet. It's still out there.
All right, we're glad to hear from you. I know I haven't been around very much in the last couple of weeks also, so I'm glad to be back for sure. All right, we're going to clear with 490. We're going to move down to Danny in Hikes Point, WRCJ614. Mr. Danny in Hikes Point, how are you tonight, buddy?
Wondermus, Andy. Wondermus. Thanks for picking us back up. I wanted to expound on something that was mentioned earlier. Horn of love. On here, getting no-code Texas and building a repeater. I mean, Brian had his amateur ticket, but all us other guys have been on the radio forever and was just now getting them. And I've got it from 30 years plus. I've been really pleased to see it evolve like this. So hats off again to Brock and what he has built. He won't toot his own horn, but there's others that's going to toot it for him. So yeah, it's been a privilege so far. And and the second thing, Hamfest, the Cave City Hamfest. I'm not advertiser or nothing. Cave City Hamfest is coming up March 4th. That's a couple weeks, so that might be something worth checking out, guys. They're giving exams if you are so inclined. Other than that, you might find something you can't just live without. All right, WRCJ 614. Thanks, Andy. We'll turn it back to Ned.
All right, WRCJ 614. We got you comments in there. I'm really glad to see it evolve too. I was having two different conversations at one time. We're glad to see it evolve, and we're glad to see everything that's going on with it. And Brock is definitely a staple. So is Mr. Eric. He's let us use this machine, and we're fortunate to have as many people that know as much as they do about it. So. All right, I'm going to clear with you 614 and move down to WRTP 444. Mr. Patrick from the Mount Washington, Kentucky.
Good to hear you back out there, Andy. Haven't heard you or chatted with you in a while. Chris, thanks for doing the Zello thing. Andy, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Stay low, let it blow from a very wet cookie sheet. The Mount Washington, Kentucky. Back to you, Net Control.
Yes, sir. We copy on stay low and letting it blow. We've been doing all right over here. Just been gotten a little busy and stuff kind of gets away. I lose track of time. So we're going to clear with WRTP 444 from a very wet cookie sheet. We're going to move on down to Mr. Dennis, WRVH 241. Mr. Dennis, how are you tonight, buddy?
Doing great, Andy. Really appreciate what you guys are doing. I'm new to GMRS and still learning a lot. I really don't have a whole lot of comments. I just really enjoy this. Just wanted to thank you. Back to Net Control.
Yes, sir. No, we appreciate you checking in, and we're glad to hear you out there, and we're glad to see people getting into the hobby, and so I'm definitely glad to hear people out there. We're going to clear with 241, Mr. Dennis. We're going to move on down to Tim, first time, WRJL329. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. First trying to join in, and I proved it. The first transmission was on the wrong channel. Luckily, somebody came back and told me I had their listening. I appreciate it. Hadn't been in GMRS long, and finding it very interesting.
Well, we're glad to have you. We're glad you decided to stop in and hang out with us tonight. So we're definitely glad. We're going to go ahead and clear with 329, and we're just going to move on down to WREI 904, Mr. Jeff in Henry County. How are you tonight, sir?
WREI 904, this is Jeff in Henry County. Hey, Andy, I'm doing good. Actually, I fell asleep on my recliner, and that's why they saw me come in on Zillow, because I thought, oh no. I looked at the clock and on the phone, and while I had it in my hand, I went ahead and logged in, and I heard people checking in, so I thought, well, I better get my lazy bum up and go in there and check in on the radio. So that's what I was doing. But sounds like a good to hear everybody, and hope everybody's faring well due to all the wind and the rains. I tell you what, it's lasted longer than I thought it would, but as long as everybody's doing okay and didn't suffer any wind damage or storm damage, it'll pass, and tomorrow will be a new day. So, but I do have, excuse me, I do have one little thing. I have the Alexis app, and I asked her to tell me a dad joke yesterday, and I'm going to pass it on to everybody else. She said, where do fathers store all their information? And of course at the time I didn't know, but she come back with in the dad base. So I thought that was pretty cute. Thought I'd pass it along. So that's about it for me. Hope everybody has a good evening and a good rest of the week. So this is WREI 904 saying 73 and God bless all. Back to net control.
So Olivia said she loves dad jokes, and anytime that you want to pass them on, she'll be glad to lend an ear to you. When you said that you had something to say, I thought you were going to mention the Hubers thing, and I completely forgot about it. So they're having and maybe you can help me out, because I'm not sure exactly who this is, but they're having a luncheon on Saturday, February 18th at Hubers. Don't see a time. Oh, no, it's at noon. I'm sorry. Yeah, at noon. So Jeff can probably give a little more information on that. So if you kind of want to take over on that for just a second.
WREI 904, I'd be glad to, Andy. Yeah, they're one of the ham groups in Indiana. They do this every year about this time, and they're having a luncheon at the Hubers restaurant at 12 noon, the 18th. That's Saturday. That's 2 days from now. So if you'd like to come out and meet some of the two-way community and break bread, then come on out and let's have a good time. We'll talk about anything from A to Z, and of course radio is always one of the topics of conversation, and then enjoy some good food and good company. So Saturday the 18th, 12 noon at Hubers Restaurant. So come on down. Let's have a sit down, break bread, and enjoy one another's company and get our bellies full. And that should do it. WREI 904. Back to net control.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I completely forgot to make the announcement. So when you said that you had an announcement, I thought, oh, I forgot about that. But you had a much funnier announcement. So, all right. Well, that's the end of my list. So do we have any late check-ins? any late check-ins out there.
GMRS240.
So with that being said, that's going to conclude the 575 GMRS repeater net for the evening. And we had 33 check-ins for the night. And I'm going to return the repeater back to normal General Mobile radio service use. 7-3 to everybody, and good night. I've got to go work on a little project, so I'm going to be clearing out of here myself. WRTP577. Thanks, everybody, for checking in. Glad to hear everybody, and glad to be back at it. I'm a little rusty, it sounds like, so I'm going to have to get some more practice. So we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys either around or next week. Thanks.